Hi guys, and welcome back to SITENG. In today's construction drawing video, I'm going to show you the core cap, and this video going to be covering my side video about the construction of the core cap. We're going to have a look at the section and the stuff, but before we go there guys, I'm going to go through all the drawings and all information we need when we're going to be constructing pile caps, and whether it's going to be core caps, all the smallest little caps. We need to go through all these drawings and get all the information, and then only we're going to be ready to go with the smallest chance of making any mistake. So let's go. So guys, as I said before, I'm gonna go to the core cap details. We want to have a quick look at the core cap. I wanna get you through all these drawings here, through all information you need to do when you're gonna be doing the pile cap and when you're gonna be doing the core caps as well. And that's the reason why I want to go through this first. And actually, I want to do it a little bit from a site setting out engineer perspective. And as this is going to be all the drawings we need, the most important drawing going to be the pile cap layout, which you could actually see on my previous video. And for people who are watching this video first time, I'm going to allow from my website, I'm going to allow to download these drawings and you can have a look yourself. That's why I'm not going to be covering them step by step as I did previously. But the pile caps layout and what we got. From the pile caps layout guys, we got position and type of the pile caps, PC2, PC3, all this stuff, etc. We got top of concrete, so we got levels. This is very important as well from this drawing. In this case, all top of pile caps for 40 to 715. This is very good. It's one level for all the pile caps. And we got heave board areas marked on this drawing as well. And in most GA guys, in most drawings like this, that's the information you're going to find on this drawing. The next drawing, I would say, the second drawing you need, it's the pile caps details. And I marked here actually size of pile caps. And size of pile caps, guys, this is giving us dig, blinding, and the cutoff levels. We got all the levels. So taking the depth of the particular pile caps here, 1700, 1400, we got all the levels now. We got the dig level, cutoff level, the blinding level, and everything. And in this case, guys, I actually, that's what I said in my previous video. We can double check this with the piling schedule and with the piling layout as well. It's just really to double check ourselves if our cutoff level is same as on the piling schedule, as that should be exactly the same. But sometimes there are changes. There might be, the pile cap might be a little bit deeper, and that's the reason why we're going to buy this drawing anyway. We can just maybe inform the client if we're going to find any discrepancy between the piling schedule cutoff level. So guys, what I put here with these two drawings, you can actually start work. And that's exactly what it is. From the site setting out engineer perspective, having these two drawings, you can actually send the guys, they can start digging in particular areas. You know the levels now, and you know what pile cap's going to be there. And while the guys starting doing this, you have to take more information. And this is obviously in case you just jumping on site and you need to start working, as that's the true it's very busy environment, and sometimes you're just jumping on site and you just expected to do straight away, which is actually impossible. But to having these two drawings, you can actually keep the job running while you're going to be getting all the rest information. And this is obviously should be covered before by the senior engineer, the one who's ordering the steel, ordering the pipes, ordering all important things. But as I said, from setting out a perspective, we just jumping to this drawing as a third one here, the drainage layout, as we need to make sure we know everything about the drainage in the area we are working. So the drainage layouts giving us the runs and the pop-up position, and this will determine the caps with the casting pipes. So if you start in this corner here, let's say we got all PC3 pile caps, they all same depth, so it's one laser set for them three. But in this case, while we're going to be pouring this here, got the pipe inside, so now we know. So that's the information we get in here, and obviously the depth of everything is taken from this drawing, and the details about the pipes and all this stuff going to be covered on this drawing or a related drawing. But this relation to the other drawings you're going to find here, or you're going to find the drainage schedule as well. The next drawing I would say we need while we're doing the pile caps, and if this is going to be the core caps or if this is going to be small caps, we need the basement GA, and I put it here. We're going to get here soffit of the slab. And that's actually what will determine the pile cap's pour level, as this might not be actually exactly this. as all top of pile caps as 42,750, but we want to make sure we pour in all the pile caps to the soffit of the slab. And if you see my video, this is actually made easy by the designer, as the soffit level in this case is actually exactly the top of the pile cap level. So we pour into the same level and we're not thinking about it, but we need to make sure we're gonna find all the steps in the slab, and we're gonna make sure we're gonna know the soffit of the slab in each area, and then we're gonna be pouring the pile caps to that level. So it might be changed a little bit, but as I said, I will find some drawings for you so you can have a look yourself what I mean exactly, and I probably do some markups for you and I show this. And columns on these drawings, guys, the basement drawing is very important because we have a columns. We got a setting out information. So what I mean by this, we got a position and we got the types and sizes of columns. So that will be another drawing, and this is going to be obviously the cage going to be inside, and the cage should be actually backfilled, so there's not going to be any later movement. We're going to set out the columns later. That's the reason why we need it very much, and we're going to be asked for it. And next I'm going to go guys to the earthing position. It's the lightning protection. So I put it here, the pile caps with the connections and the type. So the connections is here. You can actually see on my, I think on my capping beam video where I was doing the connection of this, and that would be the best to show you how to do this connection. And the earthing position, so what I said, once we got in this corner, you can see 1 2 3 4, we don't have any, but in this case here, for instance, we're gonna have a connection. So guys, we need to make sure we're gonna connect that lightning protection to the particular pile. So that's the markup here, and at the same time, obviously, we need the RC drawings. I put a rebar drawing here. So you got the columns and walls, starter bars, diameters, and the length. The length is going to be taken from the bar bending schedule here, as you can see. And I got cages will be prefab. So actually, the cages here, I got the drawing here for the cages. We had a look before on this. The cages, they might be actually the prefab, the welded, so you're going to be dropping the cages, or they might be actually be prefabbed on site by fixers, and then they're going to be dropped by a crane, as this is typically the small pile caps. So the guys doing this, they fixing the steel on site, they're doing 10 or wherever pile caps, they're going to be there in your building, and then you just dropping them as you go. So that's why, to keep the job running, you need them 2 drawings first to keep the guys digging, to making ready for the pile caps. And this pile cap is going to be probably made on site, so that should be actually the job for your senior engineer, to provide the fixers with the drawings much before you're going to start actually digging, to make it ready, to make the whole process quite quick. But what you're going to be asked for later, 100%, that's going to be the starter bars. So you need to make sure you know what starter bars going to come in particular column, and that's the drawings which is going to provide you this information. And as you could see on my last video, we're going to be, in this case, doing the pile caps. We're going to be interested only in this bit here. So they're going to be, in this case, 8 20mm bars, L bars, and that's why we're going to take the information, and that's why we're going to be able to answer our fixers. And while we're going to be doing is setting up for the columns, we can tell them what starter bars we are looking for there and what number of bars we need in particular columns, guys. So that will be all the rebar drawing. We got the earthing protection, and one more thing, guys, it's the waterproofing here. So that's another important thing. This is going to be obviously made more when we're going to be doing the core caps, and I'm going to just jump in a second to the core caps. And this is going to show us all the sections, all information, all markups here. Obviously, we need to get all information about the waterproofing. That's going to be different designer providing the waterproofing, and it's sometimes all books with the details, the made drawings. So that's a lot of information about waterproofing, and we need to get all this stuff. So I would say, guys, that would be all in terms of taking the information for the pile caps for this groundworks here. And if you got any questions, just let me know, guys. But once you got all these drawings here, I cannot see any chance of making any mistakes. Obviously, when it's very busy, when you're under pressure, this is a different stuff, but I want to make sure you're not going to make any mistakes when you're going to be getting the information. So I want to make sure you know this, to track in this pile caps layout, details, drainage, basement GA, earthing protection, rebar drawings. You got all information, so it's all now up to you if you're going to make any mistakes or if not. I'm gonna go now to the core cap, as I wanted to cover this my side video. I encourage you as well to watch my core cap video when I'm showing this works here, as I'm not gonna be digging too much into it on these drawings. I just want to show you here. You got the drawing here, core plans sheet 1. So, but in this case, I'm just showing you the one. And obviously, we're talking about the pile caps here. So we're going to be pouring to this level here. I'm not going to be interested any more higher than this for now, as this higher level going to need closer look at it, but I'm gonna have a look at this when I'm gonna be covering the slip form, as there are gonna be connections with the slab. But once we put in the pile cap, only the core cap, we need to make sure, obviously the levels, all the stuff I just mentioned when I was going through all the information, and we need the wall starter bars. That's what we need in this case. But I'm just gonna show you here the section as well. So that's how we're going to be looking, and obviously we pour in only to this line, as I said. So we are interested for now in this bit. So it's not much complicated. Obviously we need all these walls here to be started. We need the starter bars for them, and I just quickly show you the rebar drawing here. It's a simple rebar drawing as well, as similar to the pile caps. Really nothing is complicated in here. Just what you can see here, you got the starter bars, the long starter bars here, and you need to find them. You need to install them before the pour. So that will be the rebar drawing for that core cap, with a small detail here for the sump pump and the section here through it. And another drawing, as I said before, the waterproofing. So we got a markup here where we need the waterproofing. It's showing here the detail. We need this product here, titan bond membrane and liquid membrane. And that's how we're going to be doing this. So you see the detail here. We got the Rusker waterproofing system, but that's here on top of the pile. The liquid membrane, and here gonna be that other stuff, which you can actually see on my video as well. And that's I think that's gonna open your eyes a little bit on this. But obviously, as I said before, we need all the waterproofing information we can get, as this is quite a big chunk of knowledge here, not to make any mistakes while we're doing the waterproof, as this is sometimes small little details and we don't want to miss anything. So I think, guys, that will be all in today's video. If you got any questions, just please let me know. As I said, and I'm going to repeat it, I'm going to allow you to download this drawing, so you're going to have a look yourself again slowly. Some of you guys, they need half an hour, maybe hour to look at the few drawings. Some of you are more advanced, maybe few minutes. So that's why I want you to download this, have a look yourself, and come back to me if you got any questions. So please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave the comments below. If you got any questions, let me know. I'm gonna answer as soon as possible. So yeah, guys, see you next time.